How does that image of Atlanta compare to when you first started in the city council? What was that? Was Atlanta a global city at that point?
Well, Atlanta is probably had people here from other places. I don't mean to say that people just started. It seems like, I mean, people were here. But I think when after the Olympics, it sort of exploded, the Centennial Olympics. It sort of exploded in terms of people just learn more about the city of Atlanta. It became on the map as a result of that, and they came. They liked what they saw, and they stayed. So I think that's what has happened, basically, really.
When did you really get started becoming interested in international affairs? Was that something at the city, or was that in a past career as well?
Well, it started, I think, in past career. I was contracts administrator with Lockheed. At that time, Lockheed Corporation, Lockheed Georgia Company, and located in Marietta, Georgia, where we were. I was very involved with in the logistics of the C-130 aircraft, product support section, where we dealt with foreign governments. I handled contracts like Pakistan, Abu Dhabi, Zaire, New Zealand, and some, I think it was, New Zealand and some others. And I, have always had an opportunity to meet, go to the embassies and meet the people from the various countries at their embassies. And then when the group would come to Atlanta, to Lockheed for training of the C-130 aircraft, I would initiate a tour for those individuals to come to Atlanta to visit key places in the city of Atlanta. When I went to Leadership Atlanta, that was one of the areas that I was assigned to, was the International Committee. And at that time, the question was, should Atlanta become an international city? That was a question that we had to deal with throughout the whole year. And the conclusion was, yes, it should, and it has a great opportunity to be. And then when I came on the council, I noticed we weren't doing a great deal as it relates to having good protocol office and that sort of thing. However, the mayor, under Maynard Jackson, he started the sister city relations with the city of Toulouse, France. And in fact, I think his father and mother was married there in Toulouse, and he even got redid his vows from his second wife in Toulouse. And so I think his daughter was proposed to in Toulouse. So, that's where it really started in terms of sister city relations. So what I did was I started an organization, a committee, and got it through the council, establishing the advisory committee for international relations for the city, and brought in various other organizations that had something to do with the international community, such as the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce, the Atlanta Conventions Bureau, and all of the other organizations that dealt specifically with their own individual communities. The Latinos, the Asians, and all the other came under the umbrella. And so now we also have the airport, which is the official part of the committee. And we have now also the Atlanta Development Authority, and I've been able to get that legislation passed to transfer the whole committee and its operations over to Atlanta Development Authority, and with the hopes and the understanding that they will take it to even a higher level.
What challenges does Atlanta face in building this international presence that you're talking about? I mean, you've talked about the assets that we have, but in building on the successes, how can we move towards the future?
Well, one of the things I certainly envision which isn't completely my idea. It's with some of the things we've discussed in the Advisory Committee on International Relations over the period of time, that we need a cultural and economic development center for the southeast region of this nation. Hopefully, the center will be located here inside the city limits of Atlanta. That's very important, I think, and we need to pursue that. Find ways to get it financed through the state, through other governments that have an interest. A place where various consulates can be, international activities can be go on all from time to time, and also, of course, a good protocol office. We need to, do a little better job on protocol when we're dealing with foreign dignitaries. We really do.
What does that entail? I mean,
well, number one is it entails a lot of understanding, a lot of study on the various things that you need to do that are proper when you're dealing with foreign dignitaries. When you travel to other countries, for an example, they really know how to roll the mat out. I mean, that is important to them. It's important that you develop a good relationship with people. And then when you get to that point, then you can talk, economics. I mean, they got to kind of like you a little bit, or have an understanding of you, before they really start saying, well, what do I really want to invest over there? See, so it starts there, in my opinion.